Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are not resting on their laurels. After an incredible season last year that saw them make it all the way to the Super Bowl, only to fall short against the Kansas City Chiefs in a heartbreaker, the Eagles are already looking ahead, trying to fine-tune their roster for another championship push. And the focus right now is on their defense, especially the safety position. It's no secret that the Eagles' secondary was a key part of their success last season, but as always, there's room for improvement, and recent moves have sparked a lot of buzz among fans and analysts alike. See, right after last season wrapped up, the Eagles traded away Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to the Houston Texans. Gardner-Johnson was a game-changer, a ball hawk who made big plays, disrupted offenses, and was a leader on that secondary. But with his departure, the Eagles found themselves in need of some veteran leadership and playmaking in the safety room. Drafting Texas safety Andrew Mukuba in the second round was a smart move, showing that the team is investing in youth and talent. Mukuba is a player with great potential. He's versatile, athletic, and has the instincts that could develop into a top-tier safety in the NFL. But let's be honest, drafting a young safety is great, but the Eagles are still looking for that veteran presence, someone who can step in and immediately make a difference. And that's where the rumors start to heat up. NFL analysts, fans, and insiders are all buzzing about the possibility of the Eagles making one more significant move in free agency or via trade to bolster their safety position. Now remember, they've already made some key signings, but the name that keeps coming up is none other than Justin Simmons. Yes, the Denver Broncos star safety, who has been one of the most consistent and impactful players at his position over the past few seasons. According to NFL.com's Jeffrey Chadiha, it just makes too much sense for the Eagles to pursue Simmons. Why? Because he ticks a lot of boxes for what they need right now. Simmons is not just any safety, he's a two-time Pro Bowler, a four-time second-team All-Pro, and someone who has consistently ranked among the league's best at creating turnovers. His ball skills are exceptional, and he has a knack for taking the ball away from offenses. His 32 career interceptions tie him for fifth among active players. Imagine adding that kind of playmaking ability to a defense that already has talented players like Darius Slay, James Bradbury, and a promising young secondary. Simmons could be the missing piece that helps Philadelphia take their defense to an even higher level. What's even more intriguing is Simmons' history with Vic Fangio, the Eagles' defensive coordinator. Fangio, widely regarded as one of the best defensive minds in the league, was the head coach of the Denver Broncos when Simmons was at his peak. During that period, Simmons played some of his best football, showcasing his leadership, versatility, and ball skills. It's no coincidence that the connection between Simmons and Fangio is so strong. Simmons has openly campaigned for a chance to reunite with Fangio and play under his system again. That familiarity could accelerate his integration into the Eagles' defense and make him an immediate impact player. But of course, as with any big move, there are complexities. Simmons is over 30 now, and last season with the Atlanta Falcons was considered a bit of a down year for him. It's natural to question whether he still has the same explosiveness, the same instincts, that made him such a dominant safety in Denver. Moreover, the Eagles are also aiming to get younger and more athletic across their roster. Drafting Mukuba was part of that strategy, and bringing in a veteran like Simmons might seem like a step back in that regard. Plus, salary cap considerations, contract negotiations, and team chemistry all play a role in whether such a move actually materializes. Still, the potential benefits are huge. Simmons' experience, leadership, and ball-hawking skills could be exactly what the Eagles need to solidify that secondary for another deep playoff run. Imagine a secondary with Darius Slay, James Bradbury, Andrew Mukuba developing into a star, and Justin Simmons bringing that veteran presence and playmaking ability. It's a tantalizing prospect, and it's easy to see why fans and analysts are so excited about the possibility. But as always, the NFL is a league of calculated moves, and nothing is guaranteed until the ink is dry on a contract. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Eagles' roster construction is fascinating right now. After their Super Bowl appearance last year, the team remains highly competitive, and there's a clear desire from the front office to keep this core intact while adding key pieces. The draft, free agency, trades, all tools that Howie Roseman and his staff are using to build a roster capable of not just competing but winning it all again. The defense, especially the secondary, has been a focal point because, let's face it, in the NFL, secondary play can make or break a championship run. And the Eagles' coaching staff, particularly defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, is known for their innovative schemes and aggressive style. They love to create turnovers and put pressure on quarterbacks, and having a safety like Simmons, who's comfortable in that system and has a proven track record, would significantly boost their chances. Not to mention, the chemistry of a secondary is vital, and bringing in a veteran who knows the system could help accelerate the development of younger players like Mukuba and even some of the other safeties and cornerbacks. Of course, the offseason is still young, and there are many moving parts. The Eagles could very well explore other options, draft other safety prospects, or stick with their current roster and hope Mukuba and the existing veterans step up. But the buzz around Simmons is real, and it's driven by the understanding that the Eagles are in a championship window. They want to maximize their chances now, and adding a player of Simmons' caliber could be the piece that puts them over the top. Now, let's not forget the importance of the division as well. The NFC East is shaping up to be more competitive than ever. The Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, and the Washington Commanders are all making moves, adding new talent, and trying to challenge the Eagles' dominance. The division has always been known for its grit and physicality, but last season proved that the Eagles are a team built for both the regular season and the postseason. But to sustain that success, they need to keep upgrading their roster, especially on defense, which has been their backbone. So what does this mean for the Eagles fans? Well, it's an exciting time. The team is clearly not satisfied with just being good, they're pushing to be great again. Potential addition of Justin Simmons would be a huge statement that they're all in for another deep playoff run. And for fans like you and me, it's thrilling to follow these developments, to analyze every move, and to speculate about how this roster will shape up for the upcoming season. The Eagles have a talented core, a passionate fan base, and a coaching staff that's proven to be among the best in the league. Now, they're just looking for that final piece to put them over the edge. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And so the big question remains, will the Eagles actually make a move for Justin Simmons? Well, there are signs pointing both ways. On one hand, the team's need for a veteran safety, combined with their desire to remain competitive, makes this a logical fit. On the other hand, salary cap constraints, the desire to develop young talent, and the fact that Simmons had a somewhat inconsistent year last season with Atlanta all add layers of complexity. Still, the NFL offseason is full of surprises, and Howie Roseman is known for pulling off some of the most shrewd moves in the league. What's certain is that the Eagles are keeping their options open, and the league is watching closely. The NFC East is no longer a one-horse division, but the Eagles are still the team to beat, especially if they can add a player like Simmons and bolster their secondary. The defense was a major factor in their success last year, and with the right additions, they can be even better. The coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, knows that every game is won in the trenches and in the secondary, and they're putting their trust in their scouting and analytics to make the best decisions. Looking at the broader picture, the Eagles' approach this offseason exemplifies their championship mindset. They want to stay competitive, they want to challenge for titles, and they're willing to make bold moves to do so. The draft, free agency, and potential trades are all tools in their arsenal, and the possibility of adding a seasoned veteran like Justin Simmons is a testament to their ambition. the team's front office has shown time and time again that they're not afraid to pull the trigger on big deals if it means getting closer to their ultimate goal, another Super Bowl victory. And for the fans, this is what makes following the Eagles so exciting. Every move, every rumor, every signing is a piece of the puzzle that could shape the upcoming season. The excitement of building a roster that can contend year after year is what keeps us glued to our screens, analyzing, debating, and cheering. The Eagles are a team with a rich history, passionate supporters, and a bright future, and the possibility of adding someone like Justin Simmons just adds another layer of anticipation. So, as we look ahead, keep your eyes peeled for updates. The NFL offseason is a whirlwind of rumors, negotiations, and surprises. But one thing is clear, the Philadelphia Eagles are not done yet. They're looking to add that final piece to perfect their roster and to chase that elusive second Super Bowl title. Whether it's Simmons, another veteran, or a draft pick, the moves they make will be crucial in shaping their destiny. And as always, we'll be here to bring you all the latest news, analysis, and insights, because supporting the Eagles is more than just a fandom, it's a way of life. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Keep the passion alive, keep supporting your team, and let's see what the future holds for this incredible franchise. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.